welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome, NBA fans. In tonight's presentation, the New Orleans Pelicans face off against the Toronto Raptors here at their home, Scotiabank Arena. For the Raptors, this is their first time facing off this season. Last year, they split the season series at a game apiece. And here we are, game one of the new season. Kenny, every team coming in with a clean slate.
Yeah, because whatever you had troubles in last year, that doesn't matter. This is a new year. Be optimistic until proven otherwise.
I'm just looking forward to spending another year with you guys as family. And Ernie, you're looking 10 years younger.
Thank you so much. I'm feeling 10 years younger as well, Chef.
Man.
It's all exercises.
And you're looking like, what are you? You're down to what, 275?
Oh, 575.
575.
Lost 15 pounds.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Kenny?
I grew some hair.
Did you? Yeah, you did.
That's a wig.
All right. You all still there? Good. We'll
Miss
see you
you
later.
guys too.
To a man, the Pelicans looking intent on getting a win on the road. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. The skyline of downtown Toronto really looking wonderful tonight. It's a beautiful evening here on the shores of Lake Ontario. Welcome everybody to the day we've all been looking forward to. The start of a new NBA season on 2K Sports. Our game tonight featuring the Toronto Raptors as they go up against the New Orleans Pelicans. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
For a long time, the Raptors playing in Canada was seen by some as a detriment to their competitive prospects. Players dealt with issues like passports, different money, going through customs, and on and on. But now the Raptors use it as a strength, not as a weakness. They have a whole nation behind them. And they have Toronto, a diverse city with global engagement. Kevin?
And the game is going global. You're right. Thank you, DA. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
And now your Toronto Raptors starting five. Starting at power forward at 6'9" number 15, Brad. At the other forward position, standing 6'2", number 4, Tianta Wang. Starting at shooting guard, 61 number 18, Tyrone Ewan. At the center position, at 6'9", number 28, Wesley Brewer. Starting at the other guard, standing 6'2", number 33, Marty Barrett. The head coach for your team. Ladies and gentlemen, your Toronto Raptors.
This is it. Opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline. Hey, Dave.
Well, the Toronto Raptors rolled the dice last season and gambled on acquiring Kawhi Leonard. They knew it could be just a one-year rental, with Leonard able to be a free agent in 2019. But Kevin, after winning the 2019 NBA title, anything else is gravy.
The first title in franchise history, DA. Such a huge moment for the team, city, and the country of Canada. And a chance now to look at the schedule coming up for the Toronto Raptors. On Friday, They'll tip off a road trip in Boston, where they'll take on the Celtics. And then on Saturday, they'll go up against the Bulls in Chicago. Now, the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. The closer is out there with Dimes. Then there's the prodigy, and it's Mr. Clutch, and it's Baldwin in at the point. And for the Raptors, Insanity is out there with B-Train. Then it's Brooks. Then there's Brewer. And it's Wang in at the small forward position. Opening night, Brent, always exciting. Technically, every team is undefeated with a lot of hope.
You're just fired up. I mean,
I am fired
The
up.
NBA never stops, Kevin. We know this, right?
Isn't it great, though? I'm so glad it doesn't stop.
The offseason is just absolutely ridiculously exciting.
So fun.
So much movement and hope for franchises that, have struggled for a long time. And here we go. Hope springs eternal. It's opening night.
Here's Townsend. Brewer with the rebound. Goose, the pass to Buchanan. Passes it to Brewer. 6 to shoot. Raptors need to get a shot off. From outside, off the mark. Here's Townsend. About a minute played so far here in the first. Down low. Here's Popovich, and that's going to be a travel. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Here's Phillips. Sinks that one from the post. Insanity's got the first points on the scoreboard for Toronto.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Here's Baldwin, and there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Toronto called for the foul. Pelicans shooting their first free throws of the night right here. One is off. And he sinks the second.
Well, injury is such a reoccurring theme for the Pelicans in the past couple seasons. Funny to hear Alvin Gentry even joke about consulting a witch doctor down there in the Bayou. But new athletic trainer coming in, hired away from the Phoenix Suns. They have a tremendous and have had a tremendous reputation, hoping to improve their health of all these young players.
Clock at 4. Here's Phillips. A three-pointer, no good. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Townsend. The pass to Baldwin. Here's Dimes. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Townsend, no good. And the training staff from the Suns had an outstanding track record over the years.
The envy of a lot of teams in the NBA as they were able to extend the careers of players like Steve Nash and Grant Hill, 2 all-time greats. And they set a trend in some of the biometric tracking that they do and looking for early signs of impending problems. All about preventative medicine, Kevin, to have players be at their best. You know, every coach should show players game tape of how he just boxed out right there. Great job with the footwork and using his body to step to the rebound.
And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Passes it to Phillips. From 12 feet out.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Here's Kane. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
Kev, I know it's early, but going 0 for 4 to start a game can make a team get a little bit tight. What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Townsend. Hits from the high post.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Here's Insanity. Pass to Brewer. And it's blocked. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Here's Kane. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. Toronto's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Here's B-Train. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Pass to Popovich. Here's Baldwin. And the pass to Kane. Had a hand on it. Now here's Brewer. Not a lot of room. Count the basket.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Passes it to Popovich. Here's Kane. Just 5 on the clock. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's his first trip to the line. And he makes the first. Silks checked in for Brewer. And so he makes both from the line. Here's Insanity. Feeds to Brooks. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
The Raptors shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
A shaking his head moment there. Had a chance to put them out in front, but at least they're tied up.
Here's Dimes. Traps in the tray.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Raptors trail by 3. Here's Insanity. Brooks outside. Pass to Phillips. There's the triple. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Here's Baldwin. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the pass to Dimes. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Dimes got 5 points so far.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's B-Train. Passes to Phillips. Here's Goose. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. No good. Shot missing.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
A nice shot by Baldwin.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Here's B-Train. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And again, no good by Toronto.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Here's Baldwin. And another 3 for New Orleans.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contribution.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Most every team now, Brent, looking to run when they can run. Who's the most lethal big man in transition? Can get baseline to baseline in a hurry and make a difference at the other end.
Don't think I've seen any player do the type of things at his size and with his stride than Giannis. I just think there were eye-popping plays that people could not wrap their head around what it is he could do. Taking 2 steps from half court, lengthening out his right arm to finish at the rim, grabbing offensive rebounds from the block, not taking any steps and dunking it over the top and getting to the free throw line. Giannis running in transition as a big is a problem for the defense.
And all that on the offense, but on his defensive side, he was always doing the same kind of things defensively. Blocking shots, blocking out, whatever the case may be.
Yep, causing, I mean, just the simple fact of being a deterrent, Kevin, to people coming into the lane and using that length. I mean, Giannis Antetokounmpo is something special in that regard as a big.
Both ends of the floor, I totally agree. Some changes for Toronto. Anderson comes in for B-Train, and it's Buckets in for Insanity. The Pelicans also changing it up. Carr, he's checked in for the closer. Maverick comes in for Mr. Clutch, and it's Bottoms in for Baldwin. 6 to shoot. Pass to Wang. Toronto working the ball around now. Here's Rush, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition team. In 4th, the Raptors.
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
Pelicans leading by 10. Out to the right wing. Popovich passes to Norman. Ring shot on the way. Another one falls for New Orleans.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Wano shooting an alarming 21% to get things going here. The pass to Wang. Pass to Brooks. Here's Goose. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Buckets. That one's off. Still out of sync.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
The Pelicans have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. And here's Carr. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Goose. Pass to Buckets. Anderson outside. Pass to White. No good that time, and it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. There's the pass to Carr. From down in the low post, it goes. And the Pelicans lead by 14.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Toronto calls timeout.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
He's checked in for Toronto. Brooks with it. Anderson outside. Shot clock at 6. Over Carr. A nice shot by Anderson. New Orleans leading by 12. Knocks it loose. Here's Bottoms. The 3. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. Raptors shooting down around 24%. Obviously, they've struggled. Now Rush passes it to Buckets. Trying to get open is Brooks. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. New Orleans has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Stolen by Brooks. Buckets passes to Brooks. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Brooks has got 5 now.
Of all the action happening there, Kevin, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
The Pelicans have gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. Here's the prodigy. Brooks covering. The rebound by Anderson. Raptors trail by 7. Buckets passes to Anderson. Now here's Brooks. Over Popovich. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Raptors have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
At the 1 for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. The closer's checked in for the prodigy. And both free throws good for Brooks. 1:02 left in the first quarter of the game. Bottoms, the pass to Dimes. Townsend, and the layup's good off the glass. Townsend's got his second basket of the night.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
All sorts of time. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Pelicans leading by 5. Poked away. Pass to Meth. We've got 33 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Here's Buckets. Drops in the breakaway layup. Buckets got 7 points.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Here's Bottoms. And here we go. And here we go. Brooks right side. Here's McAdoo. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. McAdoo's got it all tied up now for the Raptors. Here's Bottoms. 1 second left. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. It's all tied in Toronto. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. This has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. Taking a look here at the Raptors' performance here, guys. What have they been doing or not doing, in your opinion?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
Toronto shooting around 41% on the night. And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for Toronto right now, Brooks is out there with Brewer. Then there's Speedy. Then there's Buckets. And it's Rush in at the 3. So it's Toronto now. And there's the foul. It's on Clutch. That is his first foul of the game. Now, here's Brewer. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Over Carr. Takes the elbow jumper and drains it.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Here's Bottoms. And the pass to Dimes. Here's Bottoms. Covered by Brewer. Bottoms, the pass to Townsend. And here's Carr. 5 to shoot. For 3. Toronto grabs the miss to the right side. Inside. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. Now it's a 4-point Raptor lead. New Orleans has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Brewer with the steal. And oh, here we go with Brewer. Nobody back. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Brewer's got the lead up to 7 now for Toronto. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. The Pelicans shooting well. They're at 45%. Dimes, the pass to Townsend. And the Pelicans miss again. And so Brooks will bring it up for the Raptors. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Good on the shot. Brewer's got 7 points in the game.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and game is fully in their control.
Here's Norman, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Brent, you know, the moving screen is one of those very difficult judgment calls, isn't it?
It's a tough one, Kevin, but what you look for all the time in replays when you see that call, it's almost like the salsa. I'm looking at the hips and the feet. If the feet are too wide, and Kevin Garnett was the biggest problematic moving screen setter that I ever saw, being 6'11" and spreading out those sticks of his. But if the feet go wider than the shoulder, impossible. And then the hip move as the defender is moving around the screener, just enough of a nudge for him not to be able to catch up.
Yes.
Those are the ones where the referees, I think, are most in tune to in order to blow the whistle.
Some changes for Toronto. B-Train's checked in for McAdoo, and it's Insanity in for Buckets. Kane, he's checked in for the Pelicans. He doesn't get the second one. Raptors leading by 8. Passes it to Buchanan. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Carr in the post. That shot, no good. Raptors have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Phillips, the pass to Brooks.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Here's Insanity. Pass to Buchanan. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. And now, here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most second-chance points in the NBA. 5th on the list, the Pelicans.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard.
Carr against Brooks. And it's good for 2. Carr's got his second basket.
He was wide open, but just to make sure, he put a little fade on that jumper.
That's tipped. Brewer with the ball. He's got 7, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Raptors shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
2 shots. Shooting 2.
And that one falls to Brewer. Goose is checked in for Silva. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Baldwin's checked in. Brewer hits them both.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Townsend, the pass to Dimes. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. A nice shot by Baldwin. Toronto leading by 8. Here's Insanity. Brooks outside. Ball's knocked loose. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Here's Carr. That's a bucket. His third of the game. He shot the ball 7 times.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Here's Goose. The Pelicans make their last shot. Here's Insanity. Lets it fly. And that one is off. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Here's Baldwin. Trains it from beyond the arc. Baldwin's got 11 points.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Here's Brewer. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Pass to Townsend. Here's Carr. And another 3 for New Orleans.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
The Raptors have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. He's all alone. Jumps up. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
And the Raptors call time here.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
Brewer finds Brooks to end the run. Hangs, and the basket by Brewer. Brewer's got the game tied up here for Toronto.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
The pass to Carr. Over Brooks. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now. And so it's Baldwin with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. Passes it to Dimes. Baldwin looking for the opening. To the inside. Dimes. Toronto grabs the miss. Brewer's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Wang. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Tip of the cap there. I mean, that defense was good. The finish was better.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Toronto called for the foul. Pelicans shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
free throw, no good.
And this kind of free throw shooting just leaves a coach shaking his head. I mean, they have been awful from the line this quarter.
The prodigy, he's checked in for the Pelicans. No luck that time either. The Raptors have gone 8 of 12 since the start of the second quarter. That's a really high percentage, hitting around 67%. Now, here's Brewer, guarded closely. Phillips, the pass to Brewer. Here's B-Train. 4 on the shot clock. Brewer pushes to Brooks. Goes back up. And it's good on the layup. Now it's a 4-point Toronto lead.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Townsend, the pass to Baldwin. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
The Raptors shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Over to the wing. Pass to Brewer. Here's Insanity. It's in, and hoping this is the start of a new trend. 2 for 8 now from the field.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
Making a change here. Anderson's checked in. Here's Kane. To the wing right side. Here's Popovich. Brooks grabs the board. Brooks has got his 5th rebound in this one.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up. And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Kane, and that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Here's Insanity. Kicks to Brewer. And the call will go against Houdini. That's foul number 2 for him. Mavericks checked in for New Orleans.
Checking in for the Mavericks.
Here's Phillips. And a miss there on the triple.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
And the shot goes down. Now just a 2-point Toronto lead.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
He dishes it to Brewer. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Clearly a foul.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Brewer. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
And a great job from the line this quarter. They've gotten their percentage way up there.
Silks checked in for the Raptors. Brewer hits them both.
Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it here.
Here's Baldwin. He's got 15. Now the pass to Popovich. Here's Kane. He's covered by Anderson. 5 on the clock. There's 3-pointers off the mark. Toronto leading by 4. Now the feed to Brewer. And it's Brewer finishing it off.
I love the aggressiveness. He's been on fire the entire first half and continues to strike while the iron's hot.
And so it's Baldwin with it. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Passes to Popovich. Pass to Kane. Pass to Popovich. Here's the 3. A shot off that time, and Toronto will come the other way. We've got 1:55 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Insanity. And Anderson has it in the corner. Good on the triple. And it's a 9-point Raptor lead.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
1:22 left in the first half. Yes, that goes in. Mavericks got his first bucket of the night.
In the mid-range. Rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
Here's Baldwin. He's got 15. Brewer with the rebound.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
And there's the pass to Phillips. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
Pelicans trail by 12. We've got 33 seconds left now here in the second. Passes it to Dimes. Pass to Kane. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
Well, he made some kind of adjustment to his game after a poor first half. He's been impressive shooting the ball during the second.
And that one drops.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
From deep. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Toronto enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their transition game has been in full effect. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Alongside Coach Alvin Gentry. Alvin, what sorts of adjustments are you going to make in the second half?
Well, we just got to get ourselves organized. We got to get back. We got to take better shots. You know, the problem that we have is we're taking bad shots and they're running out on them. We just got to take good shots and we got to get back and get our defense set.
Best defense is offensive efficiency. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It is bedlam here. The hometown crowd loving that first half. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. They were unable to ever build a big lead in the first period, with 3 points being their largest cushion. The second quarter was all theirs. Major uptick in offensive and defensive intensity as they did their jobs with precision, now sitting on a comfortable 12-point lead at the half. And let's get your thoughts, big fella, on the Raptors.
The area where they impressed me the most has been on the boards. When the shot's gone up, everybody goes for it. Just a matter of maintaining that energy, playing with that same kind of aggression in the final 2 quarters.
Kenny, let's get your opinion on New Orleans.
Well, they're giving up too many high percentage looks, Ernie. They're not closing down the lane, and they're not going hard on the perimeter. That will get an L in any game.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been one outstanding game from the Great One.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
Yeah, guys like him love to stuff the stat sheet. He's doing it here.
And there wasn't